apparently, I stand corrected. Like, some of these games, it seems like they are preloaded already on the virtual machine on Geforce Now. But I mean, like the first video that I uploaded, you can see that it was installing. I think Witcher 3. I think also I don't know if it was on the video, but also Conan Exiles, whatever it's called. Like that one had to actually install too. Both of those took a while because there was the whole part where I was talking about like, oh, this speed is bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. It was weird. Like the just now the what do you call it? Neo. You saw it was instant. It didn't download anything. I definitely didn't install it before that I'm aware of. But yesterday I was playing Grip, and I had to install that one because it actually did show the installing, the progress bar. It's a tiny game. It's like 600 megabytes. So, realistically, it should have only taken 2 seconds anyway. And that's accounting for lag, because it really should have taken 1 second. Not even a second, like a little over half a second. But it did have to download. And I think the same thing, I installed Northgard, but I don't think it actually downloaded anything. I don't know. So I think like some of these games are preloaded, and maybe like, I don't know. Maybe that's the point of contention here. Like maybe that's why these publishers are getting away with this ridiculousness of pulling games. So let's see. This one will probably be instant. Yeah, it has finished downloading. So that one. So I'm not sure what the distinction is. Like, maybe some of these publishers, like a year ago or whenever all this first started, maybe they authorized NVIDIA to preload these games onto the virtual machines or whatever, and those are the ones that install instantly. And then maybe some of these publishers, like, that's where the logic falls apart, though. I was going to say maybe some of these publishers didn't know, but I don't know. That sounds like bullshit. Like, how could they not know? For instance, the whatever they're called, the Long Dark developer. The headlines in the air quotes media journalist sites said that they didn't know, which sounds like bullshit to me. Like, because if that was the case, if they didn't know their game was available on the platform, then why would all like 34,000 games on Steam not be available on Geforce Now instead of like 112 that are on there? So they had to have known. There's no way. I don't know. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So, I mean, literally right now, I'm just trying to find games that you have to install versus games that you don't. So I'm trying to figure out what the deal is with this shit. So, I mean, I only own so many games that are on here that I haven't already installed. I guess I could do Exodus. That's probably already up. What the fuck? I didn't scroll. The way GeForce Now is right now, I buy more games per week than they add per week to the platform. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't know. I'm trying to cool it with the game purchasing, but, it's March, and we're getting to that time where all the games are coming out. Fucking Doom comes out Friday after next. I think Animal Crossing also, but that's not on PC, obviously. And then Resident Evil 3 comes out like 2 weeks after that. I already bought that. Have not... Yeah, so that already finished installing. So I don't... So it seems like the majority of the games are already on here. What... what I don't understand about this platform is if it's been around for a year, like people are saying in beta, and now it went public, why is it so shit? Like, just like the Epic Store, except it wasn't around for a year in beta. They had no beta. They just like straight launched the platform. So why is the interface so bare bones? Why can't you sort your library? You know, why isn't there like a clear exit button from the virtual machine? I don't know. I feel like tech companies just... Sorry, I had liquid in my throat apparently. I feel like tech companies just fucking hire people off the street at this point. Like, I swear to God, like, you know, they just have a recruiter go stand out on the sidewalk outside their office. And not that it makes any sense because most of them are secluded, like in the middle of, you know, a bunch of trees in California. But I feel like they just have a recruiter go set up a fucking desk like outside on the street somewhere. And they just like, you know, like they're hawking concert flyers or something. And they're like, hey, you look like you need a job. Come over here. Like, do you want to help design this user-facing software? Oh, okay, cool. What are your qualifications? You've seen a phone before? All right, you're hired. We don't care about your background check. Come in. Like, who wouldn't think about these things? I don't get it. Like, maybe it's my fault for, you know, actually being a programmer. Like, but, you know, when I went to school, when I do my work, like, you don't ever not consider how the software is going to interact with the user. It's just, you know, that's like the number one concern. And then number two is whether or not the software actually works. Or, you know, like you could say maybe they're even. They're both number one. But I find it almost mind-boggling that this platform, if you want to call it that, could come out and just not have anything whatsoever. No features or anything. What can I try to see? How do you remove? See, you can't even remove stuff from your library once you put it there. It's like you better actually have the game if you press add. Otherwise, you can't. Oh, here it is. I didn't see it the first time. What else can we try to install with Surge? To be honest, like, if I'm starting to feel like if they added all my games to Geforce Now, if this is all it takes, like if they're not actually having to download, then I would literally just like go into Geforce Now and install every single one of my games and then like never play it from my own computer again. Because my quest to actually do my backlog, so here's how it works. I only have a 500 gigabyte SATA solid state drive. I badly need to update, and I'm hesitant to do it because I don't want to spend the money or, you know, whatever. So that kind of restricts, but at the same time allows me to really only play like one game at a time. Obviously, you can fit more than one game, but even with some of these games being like fucking 150 gigs, but it just makes it easier to be like, oh well, you know, I already have this one game installed. You know, I'm not gonna try to manage space in order to install other ones. By the way, I've seen people comment that you can't just go into your library on Geforce Now and just start installing games. That's partially true. You can't just, you know, click a random game and install it. It has to be one of the supported games. But once you get into the virtual machine window, you can go into your Steam library there, and if you actually know what the games are that it supports, like if you're looking at a list, you can just click on every single one of them and install them. At the same time, you don't have to do what I just did and close the software. You can stay in there. What else? Mortal Kombat 11. Let's do that one. But going back, I mean, I waste a lot of money on my internet each month. Like I'm talking a lot of money. It's really ridiculously expensive. I'm not even gonna say the amount of money because it's just like it's you're getting raped compared to basically any other country that has fiber. And it seems like it would be more valuable to just pay for internet and then use as much bandwidth as you want for eternity than it would be to like ever upgrade your computer again. But obviously, that's not realistic. Not everyone has internet that doesn't suck, or not everyone doesn't have a data cap. So I like how it took me to the store page. That's not a pain in the ass. So this is going to be instant watch. And I also noticed after doing a lot of these videos and messing with it, I originally thought they were only giving you a 255 gigabyte partition, but the amount of space on here like never changes ever. So I'm not sure how it works on the technical side. I don't know how they are managing to have like infinite disk space. If it's just a dynamically changing partition. It seems like a lot of technical work. Like I don't really feel like that's what they're doing, but at the same time, it's the only thing that makes sense. So if I leave this open, just Alt Tab. What else is on here? The Witcher Dos. I might be wrong. I might be bullshitting. Yeah, I am wrong. Actually, no. Like it did install. You just can't. Or did it? No, it didn't. So it said you can't play this because you're playing Mortal Kombat 11. Okay, yeah, I'm wrong. My bad. I thought I was not. That's how learning works. What else can I install? I wish they would just give a fucking list. That goes back to what I was saying a second ago. Like, I hate the interface. I really, honestly hate it. Because the only way to find games is to either click on See More under Featured or just literally start Googling game titles and hope. Not Googling. Is to start searching game titles in the search box and then just hope they work. Like, it's kind of stupid, honestly. I don't own a lot of these games because I don't buy shitty new games. I'm just going to click install on everything and see how many of them actually take more than a second. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is because, like usual, I'm just kind of like trolling on the internet, and people are saying that, maybe the reason that the publishers are getting away with this is because these games are preloaded, and I was like, well, they're not preloaded, and then I took a step back, and I'm like, wait a minute, let me do some further research there, because I know for sure, and I have video proof that like some of these games had to actually install. But why does it take you to the store page? It's but some of these games definitely are not installing. What was this called? Metro 23? That was installed automatically. Find me a game. I think I removed Conan. Fuck. Please fix this. See, I removed Conan on the assumption that you only had that much hard drive space on the virtual machine. I didn't realize you could just fucking go in there and, like, go to town on your library. Any day now. What are you doing? My dude. Why is... There you go. I still don't own Dead Cells. I think I need to buy that. How much does it cost? Oh, I'm already in the store. Derp. And this is annoying too. I wonder if the remember password actually works. Why do you... Why does it do this every time? Is it remoting to like a different virtual machine each time? Is that what the deal is? They wouldn't have like 68 bajillion virtual machines running, right? That doesn't seem efficient at all. OMG. Oh, so it's already installed. Cool. No one cares. Battle-Y doesn't prevent people from cheating anyway. Just stop. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there was that time when I was playing Witcher 3 where the stream quality clearly was shit. Like it dropped to like less than 480p. Yeah, I don't know. It's seems like less of a hassle even with my internet to just install these preloaded games or play these preloaded games rather than putting wear on my solid state drive and using bandwidth and then hoping that Comcast isn't being terrible that day or that minute. NVIDIA, the way it's meant to be played. Unless you're trying to play it on someone else's machine. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right. Come on, man. What do you expect to get paid for your hard work? This is ridiculous. Wasn't this shit was on sale for like $9 before, wasn't it? Let's see here. What can I do? I bet you it's not on sale anywhere. I guess you can't buy this game anymore without the DLC bundle. Yeah, I'm not spending. Fuck that. I already spent way too much money on software this week. This weekend. It was a thought. Although there was a... What was the game that... Oh yeah, and also there's a Koei Tecmo. I don't know how to say it. Sale on Steam. There are a million Japanese-only games that you will enjoy playing if you understand how to read Japanese. 15, I already have that. What? Can you do when I click, please? Oh, Vampire. Vampire. That's what I was thinking of. I heard that game sucked, though. I don't know. I think Yakuza Kiwami 2 is like dirt cheap. Anyway, let's test out some more games. I don't have Greedfall. Why did I say that I have this? Oh, these are the other games. One of the games I don't have. Did I not add this? Alright. And another feature is like I hope they in the future they find a way for this to automatically scan your library and stop wasting your time. I mean, not that I don't appreciate manually adding every single game that I own, but sometimes I don't. These are just the featured. I don't know. Is there not a list somewhere? Massive. I don't think that's a massive list. Do you agree to use cookies? Ugh, fuck you. I think I have that game. To be honest, I don't know what games I even own. Like, I do have Age of Wonders 3, but I do not have Planetfall. Assuming it's on here still. I don't know. I'll probably make another video, but I don't want this one to last like forever. So that's the end of this one for now. Turns out I was a little bit wrong, but not completely wrong, because again, I have evidence. All I can say is I encourage you, if you're going to discuss Geforce Now, maybe you should actually use it first before you just start commenting.